Hi guys, it's Amazing Purple Girl back with Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars Reforged. This is part 15. So in the last one we spoke to Lobino to find out about this excavation site which is has unearthed a statue, bust, unearthed something to do with Baphomet anyway. Or Baphomet. I don't know how you pronounce it properly. They seem to have different pronunciations depending on who's talking. But we need to fool this guy, the guard, I know it's not saying that because I'm in my invent, with this painted key. So that's my next task. So we will ask for the toilet keys again.
Hi again. What is it?
Right. I hope I do this right. I need toilet keys again.
I need to use the toilet again.
Again? Already?
Yeah.
I have this problem. How technical do you want me to get?
Oh, never mind. Here's the key.
And I've got...
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I think we turn the thermostat down before we do our little plot.
I turned the heating off.
Oh, off then. That's a bit rude, George. I mean, I do understand you want him cold, but really off? Right, there you go. He's putting his gloves on. That's all part of it. He doesn't even notice the thermostat's off. Right, and then we're going to use our painted key with our real key. Well, a bunch of keys.
Quickly and without fuss, I swapped the fake key for the real thing.
Considering it's fragile plaster, I'm surprised it got on the ring without breaking. But hey, there's our real key. Oh no, that's right. We can give him the key. So we have the real... No, not that. We have the real key, but we can't use it with him there. So we can give him the keys.
What is it?
I held my breath and hoped that he wouldn't notice the substitution. Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Right. So now we need to get him away from the door. Need Nico and the painter again.
Hi, Nico. It's me again.
I'd guessed. What do you want this time?
What did you say to the painter?
I shan't repeat it, Josh.
Look, I need to get the guard out of the way. Could you call back and ask him to get the painter again?
Okay, I'll call back soon.
Good. It's all falling into place. You can answer it. That's it. Go and get your good view.
This looked like a good place to watch things develop.
Of things developing.
Hey, you. It's the phone.
Yeah? Who is it?
How should I know? What am I, your social secretary?
It's not a chick, is it?
Yes, it's a woman. Are you going to answer it?
Does she have a warm, sensual voice like molten chocolate?
Yes, she has a really sexy voice. Now get a move on.
I'm not talking to her.
I can see that. You're wasting time talking to me.
No, you don't understand. I refuse to talk to her.
You refuse. You refuse. I'm wasting valuable time.
Don't make me laugh. Your time valuable? You just stand around all day.
I have a highly responsible job.
Sure.
Ha, don't me, you elephantine oaf. My job is important.
Impossible. They would have hired somebody
True.
competent in that case.
He's not.
Meaning what?
Instead of which they hired a dismal rent-a-cop like you.
Yeah, they wouldn't let
All
them,
epaulette and no brains.
themselves
Why,
be fooled
you-
like
This looked set to
this.
carry on for some time. It was too good an opportunity to miss.
Let's go. No, the painter's right. The guard is incompetent. He didn't even notice that we turned off the thermostat. He's saying turned down. Right, let's go. We are in. I noticed the phone got hung up. Should be hanging there, shouldn't it? Oh my word. Look at him. Isn't he beautiful? There's not much to look at in here, actually.
Now there's a familiar face.
Oh, planks. But we're not interested in planks. Well, so what was this stain they were talking about?
In the middle of the floor was a weird mosaic, all swirling and distorted.
So not a stain. What have we got that could, like, make it less distorted? Maybe a polished chalice. I cannot remember how we worked this out. Probably tried everything on everything. We're like, something's got to happen. There we go. Look at
there
that.
it was, decoded by the curves of the chalice. The image of a church.
Wonder where that is.
I found out what the chalice was for.
Well done.
You've solved the puzzle?
Yeah, there was a distorted picture at the Baphomet site. When I viewed it in the polished surface of the chalice, it changed.
What did it show?
A picture of a church with a square tower.
Yeah. Right, to Spain.
I guess I'd better return the chalice to the Countess.
Hurry back, George.
Sure. If you insist. Oh, I got an achievement. Oh, Baphomet secret. Okay. Let's go to Spain. Back we are. Hello, Lopez.
I'd been planning to return the chalice anyway, but I hadn't expected the trail to bring me here. The Villa de Vasconcelos was as picturesque as ever. The weather was still clear, and Lopez was still watering the damn lawn. I was beginning to suspect that he was surgically attached to that hose.
Maybe he is.
Hi there, Lopez. How's tricks?
Senor Stobart, how pleasant to see you.
Changed
You
his
are
tune.
well.
Fine, thanks. Is the Countess in?
She is waiting for you. I will show you up.
I think he.
It's okay, I know the way.
I think.
Senor Stobart, I feel I owe you an apology.
Wow.
No, you don't.
I was impolite on our first meeting.
Look, Lopez, just forget about it. I came on like a snake oil merchant. I wouldn't have trusted me in your shoes.
Or a point and
You
click
do not
character.
understand. Finding the chalice has given my lady a new lease of life.
Wow.
It's a marvel. She smiles, she laughs. The tradesmen are saying that she is on Prozac.
Maybe. I think he must have rung ahead. If she's expecting us. Prozac. Right, can we get this done in 20 minutes? Let's go upstairs. Hello, Countess.
Senor Stobart. Oh, what a pleasure. Please, sit down.
Hi, Countess. The pleasure's all mine. I've brought back your chalice.
And it's all shiny.
Why? You've had it cleaned.
Yeah, I met an obliging priest with a soft claw.
Have you resolved the Templar mystery?
No, not yet. I don't even know what it is I'm after.
There are many stories of the knight secreting great wealth away.
Whatever. All I know is I don't want the bad guys to get it.
Ah, to be young and live in a world of moral absolutes.
I discovered something amazing with that chalice.
Amazing.
In Paris, I found a church where they recognized the coat of arms. I found the tomb of Don Carlos de Vasconcelos.
You are sure? There can be no mistake?
The coat of arms on the chalice matches the one on the tomb.
Incredible. You have my most profound thanks. I must go there as soon as possible.
Yeah? Well, I'd be happy to show you the city.
It's a crazy coincidence.
There's something else that I discovered carved on Don Carlos's tomb. Biblical references.
What are the references, Senor Stobart?
Psalms 32:7, Corinthians.
I am not a good enough scholar to know the Bible chapter and verse. I meant, what are the quotations?
You know, I forgot to ask the priest.
Well, I didn't. I didn't in this one. But if you do try to ask the priest, you don't get to ask the priest. It's silly.
I'll have a look around if that's okay.
My home is your home. I shall remain here.
And where have we seen a Bible? Here we are. Back out. Why can't she have one in her room? I think they just wanted an excuse to reuse the mausoleum screen.
Hello again. Here's the Bible from the mausoleum.
Very well. Let us begin. The first reference.
Psalms 32:7.
Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. My hiding place.
Don't get your hopes up too high. This might just be leading us to where we found the chalice.
You are right, of course. The next.
Okay, John 4:11.
John 4:11. Here. The well is deep. The next. Quickly.
Okay. Corinthians 4:5.
Here it is. Will bring to light the hidden things. Any more?
Just one. Psalms again. 22:21.
Save me from the lion's mouth, for thou hast heard me from the horns of the unicorns. The last is confusing. Lions, unicorns, what does it mean?
I can't guess.
Salient points seem to be a hiding place and a deep well. In no sense is the mausoleum a well, Senor Stobart.
Is there a well in the grounds?
I do not know. I suppose that there must have been once upon a time. Lopez is the man to ask about anything pertaining to the estate.
Okay, I will go ask Lopez.
I'll just have another look around.
Very well.
Hey, Lopez. Help me out.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Well,
You must know just about everything that there is to know about this place.
See, I have lived my whole life here in the service of the De Vasconcelos.
Do you know of a well anywhere around here?
Well, si, senor. This used to be a fortified villa. How can you last a siege without water?
Great. So where is it?
How should I know? The well was covered over in the last century. It was dangerous, you see.
And you have no idea where it was?
None. It was hidden even before my grandfather's time.
yeah, they mean the 19th century because this game takes place in the 20th.
Well, you must have a vague idea of where the well is.
It must have been in the old house's courtyard, so that would put it around here.
Here? Okay. Now, how do we find it?
There might be a way. Let me think about it.
Any ideas yet?
Not as yet, Senor Stobar. I shall give it more thought.
Okay, I will be back.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobar.
I just need to borrow something. This mirror. No explanation as to why he does that. Right. Lopez, have you thought any more? Or do I have to exhaust the conversation topics?
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, Senor. How can I help you?
Okay, we'll talk about the Countess and then...
So the Countess
Chalice.
feels that the curse is lifted.
I would not put it so strongly. Your discovery of the chalice was proof that the Templars never abandoned the De Vasconcelos. It counts for a great deal with my lady.
What's the story behind the chalice vanishing?
When
Oh,
the Inquisition raided, in the absence of Don Carlos, it was believed that they had taken it. Naturally, they denied the charge, as they denied taking the children. And naturally, nobody believed them.
But they were telling the truth. The chalice was hidden from them. You don't suppose they were telling the truth about the children as well, do you?
Maybe?
Madre de Dios! I had not thought of that. But then what happened to them?
I don't know. If the Inquisition didn't take them, then who did?
You must speak to my lady of these.
Count on it.
Speak to my lady first.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios.
Goodness me. Back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Right, you, children.
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please, be my guest.
There's still the mystery of the missing chess piece.
I do not think that it will ever be discovered unless the fate of the children is revealed.
The Inquisition were suspected of taking the chalice and the kids, right? We know now they were innocent of the first crime. What if
They did not take the children either. Then what happened to them?
the Inquisition admitted to killing Don Carlos's manservant? Now, this guy had been told to protect the kids at all costs, right?
That is correct.
I think he hid them and the chalice when he got wind that the Inquisition was coming. With him dead and Don Carlos driven mad with grief, there was nobody left who knew the secret. You know what this means, don't you?
I fear so. The children are still here somewhere. If this is so, then it is small wonder that the Vasconcelos are cursed.
I'll have a look around if that's
My
Keep saying that. Right. I'm sure Lopez has thought of where a well might be by now.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Any ideas yet?
Not as yet,
Really?
Senor Stobart. I shall give it more thought.
What am I doing wrong?
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobart.
Now that it had given up its secret, the
Oh,
glass squares in the lectern were just decorative again.
do I have to do something with this? I think I do. I forgot we hadn't solved the candle yet.
No, that was a silly idea.
Right. Close that. Put that down. Now put a tissue on the end. Now light the tissue. And now light the candle.
The candle had burnt brilliantly, but only for a couple of minutes. Some kind of special formulation, I guess. And had yielded up this. A complex shape expertly cut in stone. I figured it was some kind of key.
Yes, and that was the point of the candle, to hide that. Another achievement. Candlelight. Find a hidden artifact inside an ancient candle. Let's have a look at it.
It was a smooth, intricately carved piece of stone that had been concealed inside the great candle.
Okay. Right. Surely that has given Lopez enough time to think about where a well could be.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Any ideas yet?
We are looking for a
Yay.
source of water, see?
Yes.
For generations, the Spanish country folk have had a secret way of locating water,
Secret.
even if it is meters beneath the ground.
Ah, you're not talking about water dowsing, are you?
Eh?
You know, you get a stick and walk around until the stick twitches and dig there.
Oh, you've heard of it.
Yeah, I think most of the planet has. Okay, let's get a stick.
Uno momento. It must be a special stick. A Y of hazel.
Right. Do you have any hazel trees?
See, here. That is hazel.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobart.
Right, let's look for a way of hazel. For some reason, I think there might be something over here. Oh look,
It
hazel
looks
tree.
a lot like a hazel tree. I went over to find a suitable stick.
Of course you did.
Aha!
And you happened to find one too. It's funny how George knows what a hazel tree looks like.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Well, I got my divining rod. Now what?
Simplicity itself, senor. Hold the wand at the upper ends of the Y. Apply a little tension with your wrists so that the slightest movement of the wand tip is clear, and walk slowly and steadily over the area.
Sounds easy enough.
Doesn't it?
We'll find this well in no time.
Sure you will. Shouldn't Lopez have, like, turned off the hose before George started? Lawn darts.
Senor Stobart, you found something.
Wow.
This is it. This is where we find the secret of the Templars.
Sure.
Hidden here for hundreds of years. Lost from the sight of man until now.
If you say
The
so.
mystery is revealed.
It's a tin can.
I've been walking up and down with a twig in my hands, looking for a tin can.
It had water in it. That's what the dowsing stick must have detected.
What you
I have to
found.
check with an archaeologist, but I don't think the Templars left that.
In truth, Senor Stobart, the lawn was laid many, many years ago. This can could date back to the Napoleonic Wars.
Sure.
Get rid of it and I'll try it again. Lopez threw the can away. It seemed to fall an awfully long way. The splash at the end confirmed what we both suspected. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
It has been here all the time. All those years and nobody found it.
Stood in awe for a moment, marveling at the secrets all around us.
I could have fallen down that.
Could you? There we are.
The well had been lost for decades at least. The air was cool after the noon sun, but that's not what gave me goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
I have a really, really bad feeling about this. Sometime in antiquity, there'd been a rock slide. Big ones. I wished I'd had a hard hat.
Hang on, where's... No, not that.
Thinking back to how long it had taken the can to fall to the bottom, I stayed as far from the edge as I could. A great stone lion's head with a gaping maw full of fangs. As far as I knew, nobody had cast eyes upon it for centuries as it stood, waiting in the cool shadows. The words of the psalm kept running through my head, "Save me from the lion's mouth." From a distance, the lion's head had been impressive. Close up, it was frightening. Hey, one of the fangs is a separate piece. I could hear the sound of a lot of stone moving, and I knew I was in danger.
Move.
Oh, very funny, you psychos.
Signor Stover! Signor Stover! Are you all right?
It's okay, Lopez, I'm fine.
Hey, tutto mia dada! You gave me a scare!
Nice try, Templars. In the deep shadows, it was hard to make anything out.
Is it with the well shaft? Might be with the well shaft. Aha! There we go.
There, in the middle of the door, I could see some kind of socket. It looked like this wasn't quite the dead end it had seemed.
Suck it to me, baby.
Now I knew what I was looking for. It only took a few moments to find it. And there it was. A worked socket, as smooth and perfect as if it had been carved only yesterday.
Need the stone key.
Open sesame! Another secret door.
These Templars, eh? And their secrets. Oh dear. He's very sad.
Before I left, though, there was one last thing to do. You won't be needing that replacement piece anymore, Countess. I found it with the children. You'll probably want to be alone for a while. I'll be out in the garden with Lopez.
Another achievement. Doing so many achievements. Reunite the Countess with her long-lost family. Oh, hi, Andre.
George, welcome back.
We
Come
said
in,
George.
George. It's good to see you again.
Is it?
Sure. What did you find in Spain?
Without Andre, we wouldn't have got this
Sure.
far, George.
Yeah, I know. The clues led to an underground chamber at the bottom of a well. The Templars had left a tapestry showing a chessboard. The white pieces were vastly outnumbered. There was a stream running across the board, and a Templar knight on a horse.
Does it mean anything to you, Andre?
No, nothing.
Maybe we should tell Andre what else you found, George.
There's a map and a Latin inscription to the west at the edge of the world.
We told him.
George found that in a cave in Syria.
Yeah, where the assassin almost killed me.
Then we've got the burning of Jacques de Molay and the date, 1314.
From the window of the church in Montfaucon Square, one of the few places where nobody tried to kill me.
Then we have the image of a church that George found at the excavation. I don't recall anyone trying to kill you there either, George.
Nearly.
And finally, we have the tapestry in Spain. Did I mention I almost got killed there?
Not yet, but I'm sure you're about to.
It was only my cat-like reflexes that saved me from certain death.
True.
Cat-like reflexes, eh?
And while I was risking life and limb, where were you, Andre? Getting your glasses fogged up over an Etruscan vase?
That's enough, boys. Can we get back to saving the world?
Of course. My apologies.
He started it.
Well, the Latin phrase are the words of Julius Caesar. He was describing the island of Britain.
Are you sure? The map didn't look much like Britain.
How come Caesar described Britain as being at the edge of the world?
To the Romans, the Mediterranean was the center of the universe. Britain was a remote, unfriendly place, inhabited by blue-painted savages.
It hasn't changed much,
They've stopped painting themselves blue.
except when they go to a football match.
They used an extract from a plant called woad, Isatis tinctoria. The Scots were using it until fairly recently in the wars with the English.
Fairly recently? I don't recall the Scots being at war with the English. How recently are you talking about?
I believe William Wallace's men used it in the 13th century. They might well have been using it as late as...
You can't remember, can you?
1314.
Ah, we're back onto that, are we?
Andre, what is it? What do you mean?
1314 in Scotland. The Battle of Bannockburn.
That would explain the stream on the chessboard. That's what a burn is. Right, Andre? As in Bannockburn?
Right, George. And it gets better. Tradition has it that the Scots were helped by a shock force of, well, can't you
Templars?
guess?
Knights Templar?
Yes, a group of outlawed Templars. They are said to have turned the tide for the Scots.
And it all ends at a church in the Isle of Britain at Bannockburn in a church.
What are we waiting for? I'll call a cab.
I bet you will. You coming, Andre?
I can't go.
No.
Andre, you've been loads of help, but
What George is trying to say is that you shouldn't feel guilty.
I was.
We understand you've got commitments. Oh, listen, we have to hurry. Let's go, George.
We'll see it through. Oh, and, don't worry about us.
Okay. And we finish with a map of Europe. Yes, once again, you would not realise this was written by a bunch of Brits because they're slagging off their own people. But that was a bit longer than normal, but I wanted to do all of Spain and I knew I could do it. But yeah, so we found the children. Always makes me emotional, that bit. It gives me goosebumps. Goosebumps again. So, all being well, this is Christmas Day this is going out. The next one should be the last one from what I can remember how long it takes to do the Bannockburn. So it should be the last one. And I'm going to, like I say, do it all in one video. And since I started this in 2024, this is going to go out New Year's Eve, 31st December 2024, which is a Tuesday rather than a Wednesday. But I didn't want to end a series on the first day of the new year. So I think that's fair. I think you can allow me that one. But yeah, this was a lovely Christmas present to you guys. My usual Wednesday upload just happened to be Christmas Day. So come back for the exciting conclusion in Bannockburn. What will happen? Or will we be able to stop the sword being reforged? Who knows? But I'll be back with Broken Sword.
It must be dawn.
Oh, I guess so. And we must be nearly there. Somewhere, out there in the dark, is Scotland. We've come a long way together to get here.
Yeah. Let's hope it was worth it.